how much damage. Oh, 12.8. Man, that was really good.
Man.
Oh, no. Can't believe I didn't have my mic turned on. Hey friends, welcome back to another video. Today we are playing Inquisitor, Knight Statue, Chemist, Dryad, and Scrapper. We're going to play it with 20 level gadget, level 20 gadget, whatever it is. Spear, max level. We have Kingdom of Light on it, so tons of attack speed. We're not playing with an armor here. I'll tell you why in a second. And we're playing with our magic amulet. Kingdom of Light on it, so lots of extra damage as well. This deck is really good this week since we have the Kingdom of Light buff. It increases the chance of critical hit for this faction's units by 4%, so we're about to do some crazy damage with it. We're going to see how far it can go because we're going to play with our friend Miyoki today. Miyoki, welcome.
Hello again, everybody.
It is that time of day to see Miyoki again. It's always great. Thank you for being here, friend. We're going to talk about the patch notes today. So let's queue into a game and we'll kick off this conversation.
Oh, maybe I should have had this ready before,
that's fine.
The video.
That's fine. It's easy to edit. Just throw a little swipe in there and be like, hey friends. So we recorded this entire game once. I'll probably show the beginning of it at the beginning of this video. We hit like 12 billion damage. It was a really good game from both of us. And what happened, I said in the middle of it, oh man, I wasn't recording. I had the mute button on, whatever. It looked like it wasn't recording, and it was recording. I recorded the entire thing. It was all fine. We could have just used the gameplay. It was such a good game too. Anyway, what we're going to be doing today is talking about the patch notes. Like I said earlier, I have Miyoki here, and we'll start off with Shaman. So the Shaman changes were the projectile speed is being increased again, and then the chance to downgrade 2 units instead of 1 is going to be added. Last time Miyoki brought this up, and it was a great point, that I think it's going to be just like Scrapper is. And then the last change is that now Scrapper gives a negative effect to a unit rather than just automatically deranking it, and it is like 4 or 5 seconds. I think this is a really good change, and a lot of people were talking about how they thought it was not it wasn't too much of a nerf, maybe even a buff because of the 2 units, but I don't think so. What do you think about it, Miyoki?
Well, first off, as you said in your video today about the update, I really enjoy the animation and the bite marks and everything. That looks so cool.
Yes, that is probably like my favorite part about the update.
But yeah, I still don't think that Shaman's gonna be used too much, but I think it'll be used more again.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely be used more because we don't see it like at all right now.
No, not at all. At least not in the higher tiers.
Yeah, it might be used lower, but I think even like Witch is being used a lot down lower, so I'm not really sure if people are seeing it at all.
I know everyone's seen Witch, and I'm curious to see how that's gonna go.
Yeah, Witch is tough. It is definitely out there, and it's by far like my least favorite thing to play against, I think.
100%. But I'm curious to see how the buffing of units will do, and to see if people will use that over actually cursing of the other player.
Yes.
That's probably going to be really strong.
That would make me happy if, that started to be used more. Hopefully we see that. That polymorph sounds like it could make for some great gameplay. How it, the Witch, the second talents got changed, so now it can have the ability to change into a random unit. That sounds really fun for content creation, I'm not going to lie.
That sounds like it's going to be part of a pick my pick.
yes, it could definitely be.
Oh. There we go. Well, that went better than last game, so that's good.
I'm struggling to hit my units here. We're gonna have to make something happen. I'm only at 3 Inquisitors. I can't find the 4th one to even start out here, but I'm trying to hit 6 around these knight statues.
No, my wait, this is wave 2, right? Yeah.
This is, yeah, wave 2. All right, now we have 4, so that's good.
My merge amulet is already maxed out.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's wild.
And that tier 6 robot is going to be doing work for a long time.
Yeah, tier 6. Jeez. That is going to be some crazy damage out of that thing. So, which is the changes where the healing effect will be activated with a 50% chance. That is being overlooked by a lot of people. They're telling me that, like, oh, Witch got a buff, not a nerf, but, like, it has a 50% chance to activate now. That's a huge nerf. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's a giant nerf. Definitely happy about that one. And then so I don't know what this means. Maybe you have heard something around. The healing may now have critical effects. What's that mean?
Wasn't there a unit that can crit one of the effects that it does? I can't remember. I think that there is a chance to crit on one of the other units, and I can't remember which one it was. But basically, like, maybe we'll say it's a 50% chance to heal, and if it crits, it'll do like 70% or 80% instead.
Okay.
So that will also change things a bit, I think.
Yes, yeah, that will definitely be a difference. We'll see if it actually matters. And then the healing from damage will be reduced 90% to 40% at level 7. That is a huge nerf as well. I mean, that's a crazy one. 90% to 40%.
Which is going to change a lot. And again, I think that might be why people use the buff instead of actually using the curse part.
Yeah. Yeah, could definitely happen, that's for sure. The buff part is going to be, I mean, it's going to buff your units up as well now with the different talents that they added.
Yep.
So, Raven's Gift, the first talent. The Witch stops cursing your opponents and enhancing your allies. Instead, the Witch will enhance adjacent units by 15% of the enchantment effect. The enchantment percentage will increase in proportion to the number of witches in combat. The strength of the effect does not depend on her merge rank. The bonus effects can be combined up to 30 times. So she can send over a lot of damage to the other units. That's going to be huge. I have my board set up now, by the way. I'm very happy. This is pretty good. I'm gonna keep a chemist away for a while and give myself a little bit of extra room. I didn't do that last time. I wish I would have.
I'm basically just letting this tier 6 robot just do its job.
Yeah, right? That's gonna be good for you to build up mana.
I think last game I had still like 30 or 40,000 left, so
Oh.
that was also nice. So I really need to start thinking about merging up my robots now. If not, I'm going to lose out on a lot of damage.
Yeah, so the witch was changed a decent amount. So yeah, like I said, a lot of people were saying that they thought it was getting buffed. I don't think so. I think maybe in the way of damage it's getting buffed, but in the way of it being an annoying unit for, you know, doing a lot of healing, I think it's nerfed. And it's nerfed a lot at level 7. It's nerfed a little bit at max level, which makes me angry, but it's also good for the level 7 guys out there that are, you know, seeing those level 7s a lot. So happy about that. The Grindstone change I'm very happy about. So that's going to open up a lot of stuff for the lower level players down there where they're playing, you know, Grindstone instead of Night Statue because they don't have it, or, you know, just people playing it with Blade Dancer now. You won't have to have, you know, multiple Night Statues on the board if you don't want. You can run a Grindstone with it. That's, you know, another good thing for it.
We'll probably end up seeing that kind of deck in oh, they changed Rush for Glory. Never mind. Or not Rush for Glory, Mirror Match.
Oh, I guarantee it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it seems like they try to push some decks onto people through Mirror Match, which I like. You know, I definitely like the change that they made a while ago where they started moving into putting, like, I'll say meta decks into there. Like they do, you know, that Priestess DPS deck and, you know, just fun stuff instead of random stuff. That random stuff just didn't work.
Yeah, I think they're maybe actually listening a little bit more these days.
Yeah, I think they started to see their numbers drop and they didn't like that and they wanted to do something about it. They've actually been answering us, like the content creators. They even opened up a dialogue between us and there's a dev that talks to us now and he answers us quite a bit. Very happy about that. We have, oh, new dungeons as well. Yes, new dungeons. So something I wanted to clear up real quick. Through floor 1 through 10, there is a video out there that shows like a crit percentage, and a lot of people thought that that was like a min crit percentage that you needed to have to get to those, or to be able to compete in those dungeon floors. That is not true for 1 through 10. Those will stay the same. It's just a recommended crit value. Now, the new floors that were added, 11 through 13, I believe it is, those ones will have a crit value that is required. So that's something that I saw a lot of people were confused on. I was even confused on it. That's why it wasn't in my last video. You said in the last video where somebody was talking about it, like one of the admins or something like that were talking about it.
Oh, that sorry, not to flip.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, it's a hard deck to pilot sometimes.
I'm sorry, I completely forgot what I said.
Oh, I said the floor 11 through 13. I believe you said you heard somebody was, you know, talking about that on the official Discord or something like that. Maybe one of the admins or something.
Oh, that the new floors weren't actually capped by crit. It was just the old floors weren't capped by crit. It was just the new ones.
Right. Yeah, that's what I've heard now too. So I think that is correct. Just want to throw it out there that Ark is definitely a dev because he knows everything. I don't remember your answer, so I'm asking you again. Do you remember the changes? Do you remember the changes in the bosses? So like there are new bosses that are added. Do you remember anything about them? I really didn't look into co-op very much. Didn't really focus my research there. So do you know anything about them?
Not off the top of my head while trying to deal with that.
No worries. Yeah, I don't even see anything here in the patch notes that I'd want to bring up real quick, so I'll just leave it for now and, you know, maybe talk about it in the future while I'm going through those. I'll probably do a video where I, you know, go through 11, 12, and 13, so I'll probably bring it up then. Change in Rush for Glory was really cool. Whenever I looked at that video, I was excited. Like how you have 30 seconds to pick your deck. I think that's awesome. And I think it's going to be cool if they keep the the heroes the same level as well. That'll make it a little bit more fair out there for everybody.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be fair.
Yeah. I understand, but it's like an event though too. So I kind of understand for an event, but I think paying should definitely get you something for PvP and and co-op, but in PvP, in the events, I think it could be more fair. That would, I don't know. I understand both ways. I understand both ways for sure. It's frustrating for new players to get crushed by people that are spending a lot, but at the same time, you're spending a lot, so you should be crushing, right?
Yeah. And I just got a tier 7 mine, so there's that.
Tier 7 mime?
Yeah,
oh, wait.
Middle.
Oh, Harley.
Or, yeah, Harley.
Oh, nice.
That one.
Oh, where's my board at here? Looks like we're maxed out on some stuff, but we're definitely lacking in certain places. I have like tier 4s going on here. We don't have a chemist yet. Just this one that I'm going to start building. So I think my board's built up enough that I'm going to start with a chemist.
I might have to start merging some of the robots that I have on my damage tiles just to try and get something better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm not really enjoying that.
I always hate whenever I have to merge something, like maybe it's like on a knight statue or something and I have to merge it away to make something happen. It's the worst.
I think we're still gonna get some decent damage out of this again, so we'll see.
I need to get my chemist up or that's not gonna happen. I think I only had a tier 4 last game and we hit some billion amount of damage, so maybe it'll be alright, we'll see. The heroic items have some changes coming. They didn't really say about like Mari other than, saying that they were changing some issues with certain heroes. I guarantee that's going to be Mari.
Probably.
Because it was only supposed to be on the perfect experiment that you got the health boost, and it's buffing both the initial one, I don't remember what it's called, and the runaway experiment. So I don't think that that's going to stay.
I'm still very jealous of people that have that item.
I know. I'm like that with the necromancer item. I mean, I love my Mari item, don't get me wrong. I'm very happy about that. But I have all those items. I have 2 left, and I don't have necromancer or gadget. It's killing me.
Well, that's another thing. I'm glad I was getting buffed. The
gadget damage?
The gadget, yeah.
The gadget item's about to be a lot better.
That's probably going to be big for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot better. That's for sure. Yeah, before, I don't care what the item said, the damage that was increasing was the damage from the anvils, not the damage from the tile. I know somebody mentioned in my YouTube comments that it was the tile damage before. It wasn't. It was the anvil damage that was increased by the gadget item. That's why everybody was like, it's decent because you're getting that increase from the gold tile, but it's not great. And now that you are getting it, it's going to be good. I might even level that up over a necromancer. We'll have to see. Trainer OP. We don't have anything else to say other than that, but Trainer OP. Actually, I do have something to say about that. Initial duration increased 12% to 20%. I wonder how much you have to level up that trainer whistle to be able to 100% a dungeon by stalling it with 2 people.
Oh yeah.
Because if you ran the max deck for morale, it's like 56. You're getting so much morale, and then you can take that and pretty much use the trainer ability near back to back, and then whenever you add somebody else playing on top of it, you're gonna be close to maxing the uptime for trainer, which stuns everything. I guess you do have the like a vortex or something like that that will get through it, right? There might be some stuff that would get through it. That could be super interesting though.
Go through?
Vortex goes through trainer, yeah. Vortex goes through everything. I don't think anything stops it.
Oh man. Pray to the RNGs over here.
So that is cool about trainer. Jay is getting an additional tile. That's awesome. That's a really good buff to Jay. And then Elementalist sucks. Trickster getting more damage was really good too. That Trickster item is going to be even better now. Like I said, Mari's probably getting nerfed. We talked about Gadget. Snowflake, the armor reduction is going up. That's huge. That's a really big deal.
Oh, come on, flip me one more time, please.
And then the Zeus item is getting another tile, which is, oh my goodness, that's going to be insane. Oh, you have the tier 6 Minotaur. That's rough. Maybe you get the tier 7. Ah.
That would have been so good if I had just gotten that tier 7 robot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you would have had tier 7s.
I do not think we are making it to 12 billion this
No,
year.
you don't have the mana?
Oh, I've got 10,000 left, but I don't have the robot levels right now.
Oh, okay. Hopefully you can deal with that vortex. We'll have to see. Let's see, we have a change. Yeah, so now we have the unit balance changes that we were talking about. So Demon Hunter is getting nerfed. A lot of people are going to be happy about that. Between the Demon Hunter getting nerfed, Trapper getting buffed, and Blade Dancer getting buffed, you're going to see that all change lower levels. Blade Dancer, you might even see that up into the higher levels being changed. People might start running that.
I saw somebody playing Blade Dancer today. I was like, what? It's not Monday yet.
Yeah. Well, I saw a video somebody posted that said like clock post nerf or something like that. I was like, you know that it's not out yet, right? Yeah, Trapper throwing 2 nets now. Armor destruction stacks up to 300%. Armor destruction bonus per level from 3 to 5%. Trap duration has increased from 5 to 6 seconds, and the duration per mana level up increased 1 second to 1.5 seconds. That is insane for Trapper.
Come on.
I think you mentioned that you took your Trapper from...
My Trapper is 11 now, and I have enough to take it to 14.
To 14. That is wild. I was envious of you for upgrading your Demonologist, but man, I can't tell you about how much I want to upgrade Trapper.
I think this might be the end of me.
Oh yeah?
Because I really don't have anything that I can do right now, and I am out of mana.
All good, man. All good. We're doing crazy amounts of damage over here. Like I said at the beginning, we went to 12 billion last time. I think I could have gone past that 12.8 this time. That setup for me was really good, and like I had plenty of board left to merge, and we had a tier 5 chemist there at the end too. That was really good. So yeah, last game 12 billion, this game easy 9 billion. This is a crazy deck this week, guys. Definitely have to check this one out. But Miyoki, like I said before, I'd like to continue talking about the patch notes a little bit. So
now that I can actually pay attention.
yeah, that's a hard deck to play and talk, that's for sure. I last mentioned, yeah, I was jealous of you for the Trapper, but Blade Dancer, man, that Blade Dancer change is going to be game changing. You're going to see a lot more Blade Dancer now all over the ladder.
And not to mention they're getting talents, you know, within a few months.
Yes.
We're probably going to see people start leveling them again too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and I know a lot of people leveled her before and now, yeah, a lot of people are gonna have her leveled up, and I'm really happy to have Mari as high as I do now. It is 19. Let's see, I'm 16 out of 78 for 20. I'm very excited.
Nice.
Yes, so not only Blade Dancer with Mari am I excited about, but drumroll, Engineer, buddy.
Yes, I am so excited, and I hope that I can actually push maybe 2 billion with Engineer after the change.
Yeah, that would be, oh man, 2 billion with Engineer. That's like, oh, that's the dream, you know?
Maybe one day we'll do a video and actually try and get it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. That'll be good. Right after it comes out, we'll try for it. 2 billion with Engineer. I like it. Portal Keeper. The Portal Keeper nerf was kind of confusing, right? Did you think it was going to get nerfed?
I kind of saw it coming because, you know, they want you to feel emotions with people messing with your board, and it was kind of OP. But again, I'm curious to see how big the actual change is going to be, I think.
Yeah,
I
so
don't think it'll be too bad.
the cooldown duration per level is now shorter, 1 second to 1.5 seconds. So that's 7 to 15. That's 8 levels. So it's 4 seconds. It's going to be 9 seconds. Is that right? 9-second duration at max.
Well, what was it? What was it before? 10, 12?
Right now it's 5.5 seconds. I'm looking at it. At max level, it's 5.5 seconds shield. Oh, wait, that's the shield duration. Wait, let me see. The recharge. Hold on. Cooldown duration per level is now shorter. Cooldown duration. I would assume that'd be the recharge.
The recharge when you can actually use it.
That's okay. So that would be an extra 4 seconds. So it'd be 6 seconds instead of 2 seconds. Right now it's 2 seconds at max, which I guess is a little crazy. But honestly, I thought this update, they were just going to be like, nah, no recharge. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe it's 6 seconds, but one of the talents is no recharge on your Portal Keeper.
That would be completely broken.
Would it be broken?
No recharge on the Portal Keeper? And you can literally just move around your entire board at will?
Yeah, I like it. F those witches. Fuck them.
Just keep your board at like a single tier and just one Portal Keeper and literally just move it around the entire time.
Yeah. I like the change. Minotaur, they... Okay, so Agarius said this, and you know Agarius Big Brain, and I've subscribed to it ever since I heard him say it. If they just change Minotaur from the rockfall being 5 seconds to 4 seconds, it would make the unit so much better across the board. Sure, it's a nerf, but it's not going to destroy it into the ground, and it's going to be a really good nerf. And what did they do? That exact thing. And I'm so happy about that because it's such a fun unit to play. I'm glad that they didn't just destroy it.
I think people don't think that 1 second is going to be a lot, but that's 1 second is a lot of damage when you're doing percent damage.
Oh yeah, and it can definitely a lot of times come down to merging again, which is a huge deal whenever you're merging a lot and you're trying to save your mana. So it's a big deal. And whenever you're needing to merge a lot, you also get affected by Necromancer more.
I mean, just think about the game that I just played, or the games we just played. That Minotaur lasting 1 second less would have probably ended my game on my side sooner because I didn't have that extra damage on a boss or a wave.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no doubt about that. What am I happiest about? Might be Clock of Power nerf. I'm very excited about the nerf. It definitely was needed. I don't think anybody would say no unless you have 15 and you're a scumbag. But I think Clock nerf is good. And I'm just scared that it's not going to be enough.
Let's say I don't think it's a nerf. I think it's more of a slight balance change.
Yeah, definitely.
Because anybody that doesn't have like a high legendary spear is probably still gonna really hate clock.
Yeah, that's very true. Because I mean, it was like overkill to now just being like very good. You know what I mean? That's what I'm scared of. I'm scared that they didn't nerf it enough. But Rush Royale percentages are like points on whose line is it anyway. You know what I mean? They don't matter at all. And
nobody is gonna get that reference.
You're the only one that gets my references. I guess I'm an old soul.
You and I both.
No, I grew up with my brother who was 9 years older than me. He basically raised me, so I get like a lot of like the 80s references too, because I just hung out with him and his friends so much. So that's where I get a lot of, you know, my knowledge of older things too. New epic units, elementals. Happy about that, but not happy about the gameplay that they showed us. Did you happen to catch my video on the elementals?
I did, and I don't think the cold one is gonna be good, but we'll see. But I'm very excited for the earth one. I think that will end up being good.
Yeah, I definitely want people to get hands on it before I just say like, oh, it's bad, because it has potential. It has potential for sure. I agree with about the cold one though. I think that the cold elemental is probably going to fall short, and I don't know, maybe it gets a buff at some point, but maybe not. The earth elemental, I think it can be good, and I'm excited for it for sure.
I think that'll end up being really good with, I mean, it'll be good with Ivy, but I think the buff that they did, was it last patch or the patch before, to Plague Doctor? I think that might end up being really good later on.
The Plague Doctor buff, is that what you said?
Yes, they buffed the damage that Plague Doctor did.
Oh, you know what? I remember, yeah, I do remember that, and then I completely glossed over it. I wonder what people think of that, like, that play, you know, between Plague Doctor and Ivy.
The reason that I remember is because that week that we had Techno Headhunter, I did a match with, was it Tesla, Chemist, Plague Doctor, and I had all three of them next to my Tesla, and I had all three tier 7, and that Plague Doctor mixed with the Tesla, of course, was just killing an entire wave. And I went to, I think, wave 8 or 9 with just 3 units. It was crazy.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, that is crazy. Huh.
Fine.
So we were talking about elemental, the earth elemental being like maybe meh. Monk didn't really catch my eye for being amazing. It looks balanced, honestly, and also looks like a lot of fun.
I don't think it's gonna be overpowered, but I think it'll be a nice change. I think it's gonna probably keep up with maybe with Spirit Master, because it did single target damage.
Yeah. I think it's also like a similar unit to Cultist, but I think it'll like be Cultist level damage, it seems like, too.
No, Cultist also doesn't have the talents, but the talents don't really seem very overwhelming either. But we'll see.
Yeah, Cultist doesn't have talents, you're right. Didn't think about that. A couple last changes here that I'm excited about. A lot of people wanted this replay to be in the game, and I mean, I'll take it, but it wasn't something I was like, you know, fighting for. So I'm I don't know. I'm happy it's in the game. I'll be able to like play a game at work or, you know, on my break or something like that, and where I'm not at my computer, and like if it's a good game, then I'll still have it there and I don't have to like screen record it. So that's kind of cool.
As someone that has a somewhat struggling YouTube video because I never remember to hit record before any of my games, I'm actually very much looking forward to that.
Yeah, yeah, I can definitely see that. So I guess a cool change, pretty cool change. I like it. And the laboratory, I'm excited about this. I just hope that it's not. I'll read it first. Once you've completed all of the exchanges in the magic lab, you'll have the option of making additional exchanges for crystals. After some time, the common exchanges will be available again. As game activity related to the lab ends and restarts, you'll still be able to continue making ordinary changes in other available labs. I just hope it's not a deal where you have to like send in 2 units to get 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm wondering how many extra they're actually going to give us. If it's going to be like another 5, or it's going to be 2 or 3.
Right. They might, I mean, if they're going to give us a bunch, I'll be down to buy some more legendary cards here to get these crystals to get them up. I mean, that's what stop it. Like, a lot of people ask me in the comments, like I at least once a video, but it's probably like 2-3 times a video. If you go back and look at my comment section, it's why aren't you upgrading these cards? And I'm looking at them on my screen now. Like, why are you not upgrading Blade Dancer? It's level 9 and it shows an up arrow beside it. You have 15 out of 2. You know what I mean? Like, you're able to upgrade it. Why are you not doing that? You have the gold. It's because of the crystals. It's so tough to get crystals, and you need to use them exactly where you want to use them, and you need to think about them. So pretty soon, the next event for Spirit Master, I'll be going up to 15. So I have to save every crystal I have to make that happen. I can't be spending them right now on Blade Dancer, even though, you know, I want to. So yeah, I agree. I hope it's not just like 2 crystals. I hope we're going to get a lot more.
Yeah, I'm looking at mine now, and I'm kind of torn between leveling Trapper to 12, Witch to 11, even though people are going to hate me for that. And I've also still really want to do my Boreas to max, and that's only level 10.
To be honest, Witch to 11 might be one of my priorities just for that second talent that's coming up. I can't show it right now because the update isn't out, but the polymorph that's going to be the second one on the left side to change into a random unit, like we talked about, that's going to be an awesome content creator talent, I think. So I'm going to try for that maybe, but only if we're going to get a bunch of extra crystals, because I don't want to waste my crystals on that. Unless people, excuse me, unless people really want to see it. The last change here is just gold in the store is now cheaper for gems. So let me go back and look what it is right now. If you were going to buy gold, oh yeah, I know it's expensive. 4,500 gems for 320 gold. That's right near $100. So probably like 80 bucks or so. 80 bucks for 300k gold, and that doesn't get you too far. I mean,
no.
that's a lot of money in gold. I mean, it's good that they're changing it, but I mean, I have a lot of gold, so personally I won't, you know, be taking advantage of that, but maybe some people will. Maybe, you know, I can stop saying no, don't buy gold, it's the worst buy in the entire game, but at the same time, it probably still will be. Like, that's the one thing in the game that you can grind for, so you might as well take that free where you can get it.
It is $5 for 5,000 gold. That is
$5 for 5,000 gold. $1 for 1,000 gold.
Yeah, that. No.
That's not great.
Now, if they lower the price on gems, that would get some people.
Yeah, I don't think they could ever do that. They would have so many people like trying to charge back, and you know what I mean. I don't know if they're like allowed to do that. Not sure.
Probably not.
Yeah, I think there might be some lawsuits if they tried to change the price in gems. Unless they did something where they offered like certain times of the month where you can buy gems, you know, once where it's a discounted price or something, if they added that. Like, that's how they would have to get around it, basically, I think. So, I don't know. I think that's about it. It's been great having you, Miyoki. I love talking to you every single time. I'm sorry that we had the technical difficulties at the beginning, even though we didn't have technical difficulties. We didn't have anything wrong with the first video.
Well, you know, nothing can ever go right when we start doing a video, so it's...
I know. Every single time something goes wrong, it is wild. I'm about to stop asking you to make videos with me.
I mean, first I can't support with my shaman, then we always have to do like a second take.
That's horrible.
Always...
But I appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much for being here. And everybody else, thank you for watching and have a great day.